name is Deena Christian.
And your mother, Miss Christian,
Yes, I am.
and you have a written statement.
I do.
Tell us about Shannon.
I do.
You want to read that for us, please?
I'll try. Who was Shannon? She was a miracle. I was told I would never be able to have children. And when Chase was born, we were ecstatic. Then when Shannon was born, we had the perfect family. She was a precious child and a very special young woman. She was 21 years old when she was murdered. She was a senior at the University of Tennessee, majoring in sociology. She wasn't sure exactly what she wanted to do, but she knew she wanted to help kids. She loved kids. She was a very loyal and loving friend. She loved her friends and would do anything for them. If they were sad or hurting, she would be there to help them through whatever they needed. She would take care of them, and they would take care of her. She loved her brother Chase. She was so proud of him. She loved watching him play baseball. She followed him all over the country to watch him pitch. They had a very special bond, almost like twins. They were only 17 months apart and only a year apart in school. They would hang out together and pretty much had the same friends. When he went away to college, they would talk on the phone all the time, and every weekend that she could, she would go visit him. She knew he would always be there to watch out for her. She was Daddy's little girl and Mama's little peanut. We were so proud of her. She was a beautiful girl with a beautiful soul. She had so much love to give. She was compassionate and she loved life, and she would never hurt a soul. She would light up a room with her smile when she walked through the door. And she was so happy when she got accepted to the University of Tennessee. She was looking forward to graduating. She would have graduated in December of 2007. She loved going to UT football games. And she was working 2 jobs while she was taking a full load at the university. She loved to go shopping and camping, four-wheeling. She loved the beach, and she loved going to the lake. She loved golf, and most of all, she loved hanging out with her friends. We were so fortunate to have 2 wonderful kids that never got into any trouble. They didn't do drugs. We were just so proud. We had a very special relationship. She would come and tell me almost everything that was going on. And if she had a problem, she knew she could come to me, and I would listen and not judge and do whatever I could to help. Just like any young woman, she would dream about her wedding. She had the song picked out for the dance with her daddy and for the dance with her husband. Now, he will never get to walk her down the aisle. I will never be a mother of the bride. And we'll never get to go shopping for that perfect wedding dress. She wanted 4 children. She wanted the first one to be a boy, so the other 3 would have a big brother to watch over them the way Chase watched over her. Did Shannon and Chris suffer? What do you think? I know my daughter was scared to death, but I know if she could have, she would have fought back. And I know Chris would have done anything if possible to protect Shannon. He was a wonderful young man and a gentleman. I regret each day that I failed my daughter. I was unable to keep her safe. I wish I could have protected her. The thought of what she had to endure haunts me each and every moment of the day. If I could, I would trade places with her in a second. Neither Channon or Chris deserved what happened to them. They did nothing wrong. Gary, Chase, and I think about Channon and what happened to her every second of every day. We don't sleep. It's hard to concentrate on anything else. And I'm constantly scared for the safety of my family and friends and myself. You never think anything like this would happen to you, but it does, and it did. It's no fun to constantly be looking over your shoulder for fear someone is coming after you, or to be scared to even take your dogs out at night. It breaks my heart to see the hurt and the pain in Gary and Chase's eyes, knowing there's nothing I can do to make it go away. Gary, Chase, and I all have employers that have been amazing. They've given us the time off with no questions asked whenever we've needed it. They understand the task at hand because Channon was also a part of their family. Channon was taken from us way too early. She suffered more than any one person should have to endure. The last thing a parent should have to do is bury a child. I miss her. She was such a beautiful young woman with a beautiful smile, gorgeous eyes. I miss her laugh. I still expect her to walk through the door. I pick up the phone to call her, only to remember she can't answer the phone. A part of us is missing. There's a hole in our hearts that will never be filled. We will never be a complete family. I hope she knows how truly sorry I am for what happened to her, and I pray she can forgive me someday for not being able to protect her. She wasn't perfect. None of us are. But she made us all better for knowing her. I miss her, and I love her, and none of us will ever be the same. My perfect family is now broken. Thank you.
That's all we can do.
Very well.